City Park is a thematic park in Buenos Aires, Argentina, specifically in Villa Soldati, that nowadays it's just a green space of recreational use for the public. It has 75 hectares of land, parking included, where we can find native trees, lakes with fishes, a big variety of birds such as ducks and geese, and butterflies. And it has an amphitheater, a library, sculptures and murals, among other things. However, only few people know that between 1982 and 2003, this worked as an amusement park. In its first year open, this establishment was known as the Interama Park, and then it started to be called City Park. If you visit it over those times, you might remember that it had different thematic attractions that were dazzling to the public's eyes, which, to this day, only rusty pieces and broken games that creak with the wind remain there.
This park used to be the biggest one in Latin America. The fact of having a mini Disney World so close to us was a feeling of greatness. It filled us up with pride. If you rode the roller coaster, even big or tiny, you could feel the adrenaline. It would make you fly if you rode the flying chairs. If you'd ever gone in bomb cars, you would have known the thrill of trying to hit your friends. If you went with kids, you could always take them to the carousel. If you went into the mirror maze, you would probably hit your face with a glass. If you rode the fusion wheel, it would be so high that you could look at the human neighborhood from there. And you could eat delicious food if you went to the food stalls inside the place. But not all laughter and fun could last forever. In January of 2003, the government asked for the park's closure, alleging the safety and lack of maintenance of the attractions. That's why the restoration of many of the mechanic attractions for children and some few vertigo for adults, which had stopped working years prior and had never been fixed, began. Although the plan was to restore little by little the over 60 attractions that it had, this initiative didn't last much and the government decided to shut down the amusement park definitely.
Despite everything, the only attraction that's still standing and is completely intact is the famous viewpoint called Spatial Tower, which is 208 meters high and is catalogued as City Cultural Patrimony, being one of the highest constructions in South America.
Normally, this property is used for family walks in the fresh and open air, but if you visit it, good luck ignoring the creepy sounds that leave the rusty games when the breeze blows near them.